What's going on, everybody? This is Joe, and I am back once again for, this time, the final, for now, but most likely for good, Zendikar Rising pre-release pack opening. We have done 7 others of these. You can see the dice over here on the left, and I am opening this last one. We've had some awesome openings. We've had some lackluster openings. That is kind of what happens. For us here on the channel, because we produce MTG Arena content, this is going to be the video that we will not be giving away the code in. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out now so that it does not get flashed onto the camera. If you have not seen any of these openings, first of all, I encourage you to check them out. But the things that are included in the kits, we have a flavorful insert talking about some of the gear used by the Zendikari on the plane, traversing the skyclaves and whatnot. We have the divider that you can use to separate your deck and your sideboard. We have the packs themselves, which we will get into in a moment, of course. And the last of our D20s is another green sparkly D20. So of all the ones that we got, if you can see over here on the left, as I mentioned, we have 1 white, 1 red, 2 regular green, and now 4 of these specialty sparkling green, which makes sense if you're going to make special ones that you would have those as a little bit of an increased include, if you will, in the kits. I get that. I, of course, would like the black and the blue at some point, but I'm not so sure with all of these COVID-19 based releases. I'm not sure if I will ever be getting those dice, which is unfortunate, I guess, but is fine. I can talk to some people at my local game store who may have picked up some kits and see what I can do there. As you can see here, my promo foil rare is Grakmaw Skyclave Ravager. Really cool. The foiling pattern is kind of just okay. Again, if you watch my videos, you're going to say it with me, but the subject of the art is not in foil, and so it is not as good. I mean, only that left, like, 5th, 6th of the art is what is in foil in the art, and everything else is just dark. It, like, might as well not be in foil on the art itself. It's a little lackluster, I won't lie to you. But that is our promo foil rare. The card is good. If we have the opportunity to play it, I will do so. I do not think that I will forego other better things for it. I don't think it's that much of a bomb, but I do think it's a pretty cool card. We have an Inordinate Rage to start this pack off. Field Research, Cliffhaven Sellsword, a Teeter Peak Ambusher, Namana Skittersneak, Kazandu Stomper, whoops, a Canopy Baloth. If you've seen our other videos, this won't be as surprising, but we have a showcase-style art, Akoum Hellhound. This is a cool card, and the art is really awesome. I like the showcases. They've done a pretty good job with them, so I enjoy that. We have a Bubble Snare, nice card. An Acquisitions Expert is the first uncommon. An Allied Assault is the second. And a Jwari Disruption is the third, which you can either play as Jwari Disruption or, as its other side, Jwari Ruins. Either way, pretty sweet card, nice uncommon, and a modal double-faced card, which means our rare or mythic in this pack is an Archpriest of Iona. Very nice. Okay. You know what? If we have Party, that will work out very nicely. If we don't, then we don't. But it'll be something to keep an eye out for. I believe there's a foil back here as well. There is. Whoa! It's a foil rare in the Nighthawk Scavenger. What a great way to get this card. Okay. Well, like I said, the subject of the art is not in foil, but the background is very prevalent. So that's pretty cool. You can see the moon back there, or the eclipse, or whatever it is behind him. Very cool looking. I like that a lot, and it's a great card. With Grakmaw, that will be a nice thing to have so far. That is definitely the direction I will be looking, but we will be open to other options, of course. We have a Plains after that, and a replacement card for one of the modal double-faced cards. So now that we have 3 rares already, let's move into pack 2. Awesome. Couldn't ask for better. I'll tell you that. Well, that's not true, I guess. But still, that's really a really good start. We have a Shell Shield in this one. Practiced Tactics. Pyroclastic Hellion. A Jiraga Visionary. Marauding Blight Priest. Shepherd of Heroes. Living Tempest. Turn Timber Ascetic. Cleansing Wildfire. Tajuru Snarecaster. Grotag Nightrunner is the first uncommon. Kite Sail Cleric is the second. And Malakir Rebirth is the third, which you can play either as Malakir Rebirth or, as the other side, Malakir Mire. Very nice. Cool double-faced cards are always nice. And our next, rare or mythic, does it help us out? It is a forest. Check it out. No, it is a Tajuru Paragon. I just threw it on the table. Apologies. Well, this could go in a kicker strategy. It cares about party, or it helps you out with party, I should say. So it doesn't, I mean, I guess the Nighthawk Scavenger is a vampire and a rogue. The green-black deck wants to be a +1/+1 counter theme, but this would let you get creatures that share creature types, so you still kind of have to be going with party, and Grakmaw does not lean in that direction. Archpriest of Iona does, but, all right, interesting. I don't know that I'm leaning very heavily on this one, but it is something that we have, so it's a possibility. But we'll keep our options open. Behind it, as you saw, that lovely forest that we almost showed off as our rare, and a plant token. 4 packs to go. Nahiri is on this one. And Nahiri has for us a, or I guess an, Anti-Cognition to start. Kabira Outrider. Scavenged Blade. Ghastly Gloom Hunter. Jiraga Visionary. Royal Eruption, very nice. Stonework Pack Beast. Malakir Blood Priest. Disenchant. Shepherd of Heroes. Blood Chief's Thirst. Very good removal spell, is our first uncommon. Skyclave Geopede in the showcase art is our second. Very nice as well. And a Fearless Fledgling. This I have not seen yet in its showcase art. Very, very nice. Which likely means, I think if I've been doing this correctly, out of 8 openings, I think I have, we will have a modal double-faced card as our rare or mythic, and there is that cycle of mythics. So let's see if I'm right. But first of all, this art's nuts. I have not, like I said, I have not seen this yet. That's really nice. So my guess is modal double-faced mythic is, I was right. It is Agadem's Awakening. Very nice. Okay, and Agadem's Awakening can flip over and be Agadem the Undercrypt. You can play it as either one. That is the cycle of modal double-faced mythics is a spell on one side and a land on the other that you can pay 3 life to have it enter untapped if you wish. But either way, this is a pretty sweet card. The art is nuts on Agadem's Awakening. Love that. So that is our mythic in that pack. And again, still black. So black and green lets us play all of our rares so far and mythics except Archpriest of Iona, which is not that bad considering we have 5 already in pack 3. We have a mountain behind that and another replacement for a modal double-faced card for your deck. You have a Jace pack next. As always, if you have different opinions on what we would play, please let me know in the comments down below. So this one starts with a Seafloor Stalker, Tazim Raptor, Ardent Electromancer, a Negate, Broken Wings, Drana's Silencer, An alt art Skyclave Squid. Love this alt art so much. The colors are incredible. You may want to watch the last one if you want to see a cooler version of this. The Canopy Baloth. More good green stuff would be nice with this, what we have so far. A Tuk Tuk Rubble Fort. Taunting Arbor Mage, speaking of cool green stuff, that's our first uncommon. Roost of Drakes. Okay, so 2 good kicker cards back to back. And a Balaged Recovery, more good green. So it could be Balaged Recovery, or you could play it as Balaged Sanctuary. Very, very cool. More modal double-faced cards. But yeah, this one's great just to be able to get something back from your graveyard. Like imagine getting Agadem's Awakening or Nighthawk Scavenger back with this, or Grakmaw. Like any of those would be amazing. And of course, you know, those are our rares and mythics that we have so far, but still. And so speaking of rares and mythics, our next rare or mythic is Verizal, the Split Current. So you could, I mean, obviously this benefits you for casting kicked spells, but we could splash blue for this. I don't know that we should, but we could. Yeah, this is an interesting card, because there would probably be incidental kicker, especially with part green in the deck. And so if that's the case, you could play Verizal and use their abilities pretty nicely. So behind Verizal, wow, we have a foil, and it is a foil green card. It's a common in Canopy Baloth. That's pretty sweet. Again, the creature itself is not in foil, but because there's so much of a background, the creature's kind of small on the card itself. That looks actually pretty sweet in foil. I like that. Very cool. And again, more green cards to be able to play. Behind the Canopy Baloth is a Full Art Swamp and an ad card. We have 2 packs remaining. This one has Nissa on it. Hope everybody's been enjoying these. I have an inappropriate love for pre-release packs. I open millions and millions of them. That is an exaggeration, but still. I love opening pre-release packs. I will open them as many as I possibly can get my grubby little hands on. So we have a Chilling Trap to start. Smite the Monstrous, Scorch Rider, Into the Royal, good card, Mind Drain, Adventure Awaits, Blood Beckoning, Cliffhaven Kite Sail, Spitfire Lagak, Skyclave Squid again, Spring Mantle Cleric. So this cares about you having spent multiple colors of mana to cast it. I mean, if we were to put it in, like, let's say, I don't know, a black and green deck, it would have 2 counters on it, so it would be a 4/5 for 5. That's not great, but there are, +1/+1 counter shenanigans going on with the deck that care if you have creatures with counters, especially in black and green. So if that's the case, this would probably get in for that reason alone. But again, that's our first uncommon. Another Roost of Drakes. Okay. That complicates things. That's a really good card. Maybe it doesn't complicate things. Maybe you just don't play blue because the black is just so good. Speaking of black, and another Black Bloom Rogue. And you can play it either as the Black Bloom Rogue or as the Black Bloom Bog. Okay, I mean, that's a thing. Keep your eyes open. We'll see. There's one more pack after this, but let's see if our rare or mythic helps things or complicates things. It is a mythic, an Ancient Green Warden. Okay, that's really cool. I mean, obviously this benefits more heavily from being played in a landfall deck. But, again, if you're playing green, there is incidental landfall just in random green cards, right? So you could absolutely play this card. This is cool. Okay, I definitely won't complain about that. Behind the Ancient Green Warden, we have a Full Art Island and one of the replacement cards for the modal double-faced cards. Like I said, 1 pack remaining. It's got Jace. Let's see what is inside of that pack. We've got the last one. As always, would love to hear your thoughts on what kind of a deck you would make. So far, is it full Simic? Is it just Golgari? We'll see. We have a Mesa Lynx, Teeter Peak Ambusher, Zulaport Duelist, Might of Marasa, Blood Beckoning, a Deadly Alliance. Very nice. Good, interesting point about Blood Beckoning, for example. It's got Kicker. It's a black card with Kicker. Well, a lot of the Kicker stuff, or a lot of the Kicker benefits are in green and blue, but if we're splashing blue for, let's say, a Verazal and 1 or 2 of the Roost of Drakes, this is still a Kicker card to benefit from it, and obviously there's going to be a bunch in green. But again, Deadly Alliance, very, very nice. Seagate Banneret, Scale the Heights, Cleric of Chill Depths, an Expedition Champion. May have seen it back there. That's a good uncommon. In Vastwood Surge, very, very nice. A Relic Golem, and a Soaring Thought Thief. So once again, Relic Golem and Soaring Thought Thief want to be in black and blue. Obviously, if we are splashing blue, it's an option, but it's not a great option. I won't lie to you. I think that, you know, trying to go rogues plus Golgari, it's just, it's, you know, with playing Simic. I'm partial to the Simic wedge myself, but that doesn't mean that going in 3 colors and trying to mix 2 strategies like that are not super congruous, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But because I feel like we would probably have enough of one or the other to make it work. So yeah, trying to, and actually it would be 3 strategies, right? It would be the green-black strategy, the blue-green strategy, and the blue-black strategy. So it's a lot of things that don't really mesh well together. So, you know, obviously open to other opinions, but I think it gets a little messy if we're trying to go 3 colors in this one. And so then our next and last, really, rare or mythic is a Clearwater Pathway. Well, this would help with fixing. I was gonna say we didn't have any fixing. But first of all, this is a very nice alt art, full art, borderless, whatever you want to call it, version of this land. This is the Clearwater Pathway on one side and the Murkwater Pathway on the other. Gorgeous arts on these. Really, really cool. I didn't know until the last video, I guess spoilers if you missed it, and are planning on going back and watching it. I didn't know that these existed, the full art versions of these. But now, as of the last video, now I know, and now I have 2. I have this one, the Clearwater Pathway, or the Murkwater Pathway, as well as, like I said, the one that I got in the last video. This is very cool. I appreciate that greatly. So yeah, okay, and behind that, that's awesome and gorgeous, and could help us for fixing, but isn't great nonetheless. We have a Plains behind that, and a Goblin Construct token. This card is fun. I have had fun on Arena with this card because it may not be able to block, but it sure can attack. So if you're able to, you know, put pump or equipment or whatever on this and then swing into your opponent, they may eventually have to answer it. So there's that. I guess we opened 2 mythics, so we opened a foil rare as well, but we opened 2 mythics, so I'm just going to leave you looking at those. Or I could drop them flat on the table, and we could pretend that you know what they are. Here we go. So that, as I said, is going to be the end of this particular video. That's the end of all of our Zendikar Rising pre-release pack openings. Obviously, we will, at some point, do the couples bundle battle coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. I can't promise you exactly when it'll be because we also have the Core Set 2021 couples bundle battle that is coming out eventually as well, and we'll probably do that one like back to back with the Zendikar Rising ones, just like we did with Ikoria and Theros Beyond Death. So stay tuned for those. We have we're going to try to keep the openings going on Mondays. If we run out of stuff to open, we'll have different videos on Mondays. Also on Mondays, if you're unaware, we stream MTG Arena from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on this channel. Also on Fridays we stream on this channel, but we do more video game related stuff, and then the VODs typically will go up on Video Games for All at that point. So stay tuned to our socials. You can see the links to those as well as our other channels down in the description box below to find out what we're streaming, when we're streaming. You're always welcome to ask. And we hope that you're enjoying anything and everything that we're putting out on this channel, on all of our channels, all of these Geek for All family of channels. And so from us here, I have been Joe. Please feel free to do all the fun YouTube stuff. We really do appreciate the likes, the comments, the subscriptions. If you ring that bell, you get notifications for when we go live and or when a new video comes out. And that can be on this channel and our other ones as well. Any and all support really does help us out a lot, and we really do appreciate all of that support that you are all willing to give. It really does help us out quite a bit. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.